today we're going to talk about death and why are there so many people dying around the world? What's going on? These are the questions that we have for you today, and we're going to talk about it. And we're going to try to figure out what's going on because people are not dying of natural death anymore. People are being killed all over the world. We have 2 wars that are going on right now. This is serious. We're talking about thousands and millions of people dying. And the reason is what? What can possibly be the reason? I don't understand. I have theories, Are they wanting this to happen to shorten down and to shrink down the population? Is that maybe it? Maybe we have a whole bunch of 1%ers just sitting around looking at everybody dying of natural disasters, of war. People are dying. And yet, it's like nothing. We're treating it like we're sitting back, we're looking at all this unfold in front of our eyes on TV, and we're looking at all this, but yet we're not taking account that these are people that are dying. Not only in the war, but in our cities of America. I mean, we have cities that we wake up, and in each city there's more than 20, 30 deaths a night. What have we become? What has the human race become? Are we just vicious animals in search of blood, hating everything and everything that stands in our way? Is that what we've become? And I'm not only talking about Europe or America. I'm talking about the human race. I'm talking about us as people. Why do we hate? Why do we destroy? What is that? Why do we do that? Can't we live in harmony? Can't we live peacefully? What happened to all that? To morals? To ethics? To just simply holding the door open while somebody behind you is walking in instead of slamming it in their face, or road rage. It's like humans are angry all the time. Have you ever asked yourself that? Why am I angry? Why do I feel that, don't mess with me today because today might be the day that I blow up? That mentality, that way of thinking. I used to remember a time when you used to love thy neighbor. We were taught that, to be friendly, to be social, to give a crap about one another. Have we forgotten all that? Is this what we're teaching our kids? What are we doing here? Now I know I come on here and I rant and I talk about things and, my thing here with all of you listeners is to try to at least make it a conversation. Because that's what we're losing. Believe it or not. We're not communicating anymore. We're not talking to each other. Haven't you noticed you go home, you're tired a day at work, your kids are in their room, you go to your room, everybody's got a section. And what we're losing is that time that we used to spend together. To say, hey, how was your day? How did it go today? We've lost that communication. And that's where it all began. Now, as you see, we have wars everywhere. People are dying. Cities are getting destroyed into rubble. Why? Ask the question, why? Are we more thinking that we're more inferior than another person, than another race? But at the end, we're all being fooled. We're all just humans. Humans. We're all the same. Why must we look at each other with different eyes? When all you're seeing in front of you is your brother, your sister, a fellow human. These are the things that I'm trying to bring out on people so they can understand that we're still human. And we still can make a change. we all have a choice to make. You can choose to keep fighting, or you can choose to make peace, to love one another, to build instead of destroy. Why must we destroy everything we build? Because we think we're better than others? Because we are inferior? Is our belief that we should walk all over people? I don't care who you believe in. The mighty above, whatever. I can tell you one thing. Whoever it is does not believe in killing. So your religion, your beliefs are all wrong. In reality, I've never met anyone upstairs, wherever it might be, whatever color, whatever nation, whoever, that they'll want you to go out and kill. Think about it. Are you going to be closer to that person if you kill? I think not. Our creators are just that, our creators. I believe we were all put here for a task, for a short, limited time. That's why you don't live forever. But what you do in that limited time that you are in this earth will reflect who you are in the other world. Think about that. So it's time to make a difference, to show our kids that there is a better tomorrow if we all believe in each other. Like in the old days, there wasn't so much greed. Wow, you don't even have to go that far. Look at politics. Look at Washington. It's disgusting. Those people are fighting each other all day long on TV. Then they go to their galas and parties, and they hang out and smoke cigars and drink and have a great time. They're all friends. Don't let them fool you. Those debates and all those fights and all those, I'm going to do this. Can you remember every single president that goes into power says, I'm going to bring down pharmaceutical drug industries and bring them down on payments. Or I'm going to lift the economy. And I'm going to... People, nothing's happened. We're in debt. Our kids and their grandkids are in debt. There's no Social Security. Our veterans are out on the street begging for money because they're going hungry. They fought for this country, for us and our freedom, and yet they're sleeping in the streets because with the veterans check, whoo, that's another topic we're going to touch. They get paid peanuts, and no one is helping them. How do you explain that? These are things that are happening on a day-by-day basis, and it's about time that we start talking about it, start realizing what we're doing wrong, because our kids are the ones that are going to pay the price. Let's go to a little commercial break, and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And we're going to continue here talking with Mr. 702. I'm Mr. 702, and of course, today we're ranting about wars, death, and hate. You know, it's been a while now with the Ukraine war. The Ukraine war started in 2022, and I mean, how many people actually know how many people have died already in Ukraine? I mean, we're talking about 124,000 people that are just people trying to make a life for their kids, for their families. It's amazing. I mean, they're declaring that they need, in help alone, we're talking about 500 million in help alone. Now imagine what's going on here in the Middle East. We're looking at Gaza getting demolished. I mean, demolished. That place is getting destroyed. It's just rubble. And we're looking at this on TV, but I don't know if we're really actually looking at it. Those rubbles represent families that have got nothing to do with this, They were just sitting at home and all of a sudden they're getting bombed. We have to think about those people. Those people don't have the weapons or the fight in them. Those people, the only thing they're being destroyed is because being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Look at the rubble. It will never recover. How do you recover for something like that? Why must so many people die? It's amazing what's going on. I mean, the numbers are ecstatic. I mean, look at these numbers. These numbers are from October 7th, okay, that the war started. We're talking about more than 10,000 Palestinians have been killed. 10,000. How could this be? This is crazy. People are dying and dying. I mean, including children. We're talking about 4,102 innocent kids that are dead. We have soldiers that are dying. 340 soldiers. Is this really the answer? Is this really where we want to go with everything? You don't believe in me, I don't believe in you. Let's go to war. Let's kill everybody that stands in our way, and then we're going to call them what? Casualties of war? Seriously? Is that our excuse? I don't believe in this war. If they were after these people, they went over, because I understand they went into Israel, they took family members. As the city of Israel, it's so big. They have their own military. I would think that they have pretty much at least 75% of military skills like we do. Let's just put it at that. Don't you think they could have gone in with a SEALs team, blocked off all the tunnels? Don't you think they would have strategically accomplished their goal of destroying these people? But yet, they chose to sit back and press buttons and destroy everybody to get to the underground tunnels that they say these people are being held in, that are being, where they've been hiding through. I don't get it. We're killing thousands of people to get to tunnels, which we don't know if there were actually people down there in those tunnels. What we do know is that city is getting destroyed. Those poor people are out there sleeping on the rubble because where are they going to go? What's going to happen to them? I don't understand. I don't understand why the need to kill. I don't get it. Let's stop the wars. Let's stop it. Everything here that's going on in Ukraine, over here in Israel, it's all just bottom line. Greed and hatred. There's nothing else. Because those are people. Those are kids. How do we stop hatred if those kids are there and one day they're playing baseball or they're playing soccer in the middle of the street and the next day buildings are falling on them and killing them? How are those kids going to understand that what's going on? How do we make them understand when all they're seeing is death all around them? What do you think becomes of those kids? They grow up to be people that hate and just want to kill. It's not their fault. It's what they were taught. You can thank yourselves for that. Great work. So when does it end? When do we finally wake up and say, man, there's got to be a better way than this. We can't keep on killing babies, destroying cities, destroying the earth, because those bombs and everything that they're doing there are chemicals that are destroying our planet. So not only are they destroying themselves, but they're also destroying our planet. When do we call it quits? When can we figure out that maybe negotiating might be just from the mouth and understand that we are different? But who cares? You believe in your God, I'll believe in my God. You believe in your strategics, I'll believe in mine. That's what makes us different. We can't keep going and thinking that because you don't think like me, well then let's go to war. I hate you. I'm going to kill you. Why? Can't you just say, that's your right? It's okay. We can live together in the planet. It's all right. You don't have to change for me. And I certainly don't have to change for you. But one thing we can do is live together in the same planet. As long as there's this little thing that we lost here in the world. Respect. Respect. Let's go to another short commercial, and we'll be right back. So again, how do we try to fix and undo what we've done? I think it just takes a little bit of kindness, and more than anything, respect. It's what we're losing. Respect. You know how many families I know that their kids don't have any respect for their parents? We're seeing it every day. Where is this hate coming from? I mean, if you notice and you open your eyes, you can see it's all around us. Wars, difference in opinions, politics, hatred. It's all around us on a day-by-day basis. Our kids are watching it on these different social media platforms. Our kids are watching it on TV. Our kids are watching us when we get home and have a bad day and don't have enough to pay the bills. They're watching. And as kids, they're learning. Are we teaching our kids the right way? Or are we just ignoring it and living our own lives? That's something you should ask yourself. Because really, if you're a person that says you don't have time for your kids because you work all the time, wow. What do you think your kids' beliefs are? Your kids are not going to be having pleasant thoughts. Your kids are going to be brought up in a world of stress, in a world that just came back from a lockdown that I've never seen before. These kids are suffering. Our kids, all our kids, in the Middle East, in Ukraine, in America, in Europe, all our kids are suffering. They're all learning negativity, and nobody has bothered to teach them positive energy, goals, ideas. We're losing it. Our kids don't have the ambitious mind that we used to have in the old days of being inventors, of making a difference. Our kids nowadays, and I don't care where you're at, are just going with the flow. They're just easy by. They're not learning. Education has gone, wow. Woof, that's another story. Our kids aren't really learning anything, but they are learning one thing, and that's how to hate, how to see people differently, and that's where the mistake is. We should see everyone exactly the same, because we are. You're not better than me, and I'm certainly not better than you. The old days we had beliefs to provide for our families, for a better tomorrow, to leave legacies. Now all we're leaving is debt. Sad world we're living in today. But my time is up. I want to wish you all a good day. And my final thought today is, love thyself, love your kids love the world because it's only the world. See you next week, guys.